What's going on YouTube? Kamikaze Von Doom here with another Division 2 video, and I'm just checking in on you. How you doing? What's going on? Now today is February 6th, and this is going to be your weekly vendor reset and must-buys. So sit back, relax, grab that popcorn, don't forget to hit that like, subscribe if you haven't already, and let me know what you think in the comments section below. But we're going to start off here in Washington, D.C., and we will finish up the video in New York City. If you want to do timestamps during the live premiere, go ahead and do that. I'll pin them in the comments, but I will do timestamps later on after the live premiere. Now, our first vendor is here at the base of ops. Let's go ahead and jump into it. Here we go. And our first item, nice, is going to be a must-buy. Look at that. So our first item is the Pyromaniac. This is the named Police M4 with perfectly ignited, and this one comes with max assault rifle damage. So all you have to do is recalibrate that crit hit damage for either damage targets out of cover or damage to armor, and then just optimize that health damage to max, and you're good to go. That's very nice. Moving on to the tactical UMP with max headshot and vindictive. Following that, we have a FAL with max crit hit damage and stabilize. And finally, a M1911 with crit chance and salvage. Looking at the gear items, we have a Walker Harris backpack with crit hit damage, skill damage, and leadership. A Overlord Armaments chest piece, crit hit damage, hazard, and efficient. And for the mods, we have Headshot 7.0, Drone plus 2 extra bombs, Turret burn damage of 4.3, and Sticky Bomb damage of 6.4. Now, must-buys, things to look for from the base of ops vendor. The Pyromaniac is a great weapon to try out. Definitely pick that one up if you don't have one already. And that's really about it from the base of ops vendor. Now, the next two vendors are in Washington, D.C. and New York City. So I'm going to show you them now, and that way I don't have to show you them later. So here is your countdown vendor. So your countdown vendor has 3 named items. We have the Emmeline's Guard. This is the named P90 with perfect preservation. And this week it comes with crit hit damage. Following that, we have the Anarchist Cookbook. This is the named Golden Gear backpack with perfectly wicked. And this week it comes with weapon handling and max skill damage. And finally, the Invisible Hand. This is the named AUG assault rifle with damage to targets out of cover and perfect Allegro. Nice. Now, out of these 3, I would definitely, the Emmeline's Guard and Invisible Hand are both nice. The Emmeline's Guard, what I would do is recalibrate the crit hit damage for damage targets out of cover. And for the Invisible Hand, I would just max out the assault rifle and then optimize the health and damage targets out of cover. But those are pretty nice. And by the way, remember that now that we are in a new season, you can purchase the Countdown Year 5 Season 3 cash and get all of the new items right now from your Countdown vendor. And that leads us to our last vendor over here at the base of ops, being the Clan vendor. Now, shout out to the DoD Disciples of Doom. We are on all platforms. Now, if you are interested in joining the Disciples of Doom, just join me over there on Discord, and you'll find the tabs to hit me up for whatever platform you're on. Okay, now here is the Clan vendor.
Glad you're here.
Yo, Fox's Prayer knee pads. Let's get it. So best in slot knee pads right off the bat from the Clan vendor. Nice. With status effects. So you could recalibrate the status effects off for whatever attribute you want, or you could keep it and either max out the weapon damage or change it to a armor core. But here they are, Fox's Prayer knee pads. Now, what makes these knee pads so sought after is they come with the attribute damage to targets out of cover, and this is the only gear item that comes with that attribute. So it's really nice for any DPS or tank build. Going to the gear set items, we have Future Initiative Mask with skill damage, Umbra Initiative Backpack with status effects, but almost max weapon damage. That's nice. So you could recalibrate the status effects off for whatever it is you want. This is a really nice backpack. Very good. And finally, Ongoing Directive Chest Piece with status effects. Looking at the high-end items, we have a custom M870 with crit hit damage and strained, followed by a Stoner LAMG with max armor damage and reformation. Nice. Remember that after today's update, this Stoner LAMG will roll with whatever talent now, so that's why you can see right here it has reformation. Very cool. Sokolov Concern knee pads with weapon handling and skill damage. Black Market M60 with health damage and ignited. Hunting M44 with max armor damage and vindictive. Alp Summit Mask with skill haste hazard. And finally, Murakami Holster with repair skills and headshot damage. Now looking at the mods, we have Bleed Resistance 9.0, Drone plus 2 extra bombs, Seeker Mine damage 4.4, and Turret skill haste of 6.2. Now, must buys, things to look for from the clan vendor: the Fox's Prayer knee pads for sure. The Umbra backpack with near max weapon damage. This is a great one. And that is about it. All right. Now, we are done with the base of ops. So we're going to go west. We will double back east. Our first stop is going to be the campus settlement. Now, if you haven't already, hit that thumbs up. Support the channel by subscribing. And yeah, I hope you're having a good day. Today is launch day for the new season. So it's going to be a lot of fun showing you the new manhunt, the new exotics, trying out all the new gear, everything. Can't wait to show you all. It's a lot of stuff to go over. Here we go. Campus. Starting with the Forged. This is the named Richter and Kaiser holster with shield health as an attribute. Also comes with armor regeneration. This is a good one. Pick this one up and recalibrate that skill tier off for an armor core. And then you could put this with a shield build, maybe even Foundry Bulwark, something like that. Be a lot of fun. Following that, we have the Relic. This is the named marksman rifle with perfect determined. And this week it comes with armor damage, which is really nice. But you would have to recalibrate that marksman rifle damage to max because that is hella low. After that, we have a Stoner LAMG with max damage targets at a cover, damage to armor, and strained. Holy moly. They are begging for you to use this weapon. Wow, this is a good one to pick up. Just max out the LMG damage and then optimize the armor damage, but this is good to go. Make sure you put it on a crit build and then get that strained working for you. 200 rounds of crit. That'd be really nice. Really nice. And speaking of which, wow, they are begging for you to use it. They have a double crit Petrov mask to go with this Stoner LAMG. And finally, we have a Richter and Kaiser holster with status effects and armor regen. Looking at the mods, we have Repair Skills 16.1, Chem Launcher and Snare Health 13.6, Hive Health 7.8, Pulse Skill Haste 5.0, and Trap Duration of 4.2. Now, must-buys, things to look for from the campus settlement. The Forged is a good one for a shield build. Very good. The Stoner LAMG is perfect for that strained and a crit build. And it goes well with this Petrov mask that has double crit. So those 3 items, for sure, pick them up.
Where would I be?
All right, that is it for the campus. Now it's time to go to our Dark Zone vendors. Starting with Dark Zone West. West! Let's go! Now, just a reminder, each of these Dark Zone vendors require DZ resources for you to purchase their items. So, to double check your DZ resources, just go to your resource tab, toggle down to your keys, and just above your keys, you will see your Dark Zone resources. Now, for example, you can see I have 384 out of 999. So to get more Dark Zone resources, I have to go into the Dark Zone and either loot the little blue boxes to get DZ resources, or I have to deconstruct contaminated items that are in my bag before extracting them. But those are the 2 ways of getting Dark Zone resources. So remember that before you go to these vendors. And speaking of which, here we go, DZ West. Starting with the Virginian, and man, is this a really good Virginian. Holy moly, perfect boomerang, damage targets at a cover, and near max rifle damage. Wow. Pick this one up right meow. I think I'm going to pick one up. Following that, we have a 612. This one comes with crit hit damage and spike. And finally, we have a police MK17 with headshot damage and spike. Looking at the gear items, we have Negotiator's Dilemma gloves with headshot damage, Foundry Bulwark knee pads with hazard, Habsburg Guard gloves with hazard and headshot, and finally Bellstone Armory knee pads with skill damage and repair skills. Looking at the mods, we have Burn Resistance 8.5, Seeker Mine Healing 5.8, Shield Deflector Damage 4.3, Firefly +1 max target, and Decoy Duration of 5.5. Now, must-buys, things to look for from DZ West. The Virginian. Damage targets out of cover, near max rifle damage all day. All day. Let's go. All right, now it's time to take our talents down south. The Deep South. DZ South. Let's get it. Let's get it. And here we go, DZ South. Oh, come on. Load me in there. Patna. There we go. Thank you. Thank you, game. All right, here we go. DZ South. Starting with the Orbit. This is a PvP exclusive pistol. You can only get this pistol from the DZ, Conflict, or named item caches. And if you're lucky, you can get the blueprint from Descent. But what makes this pistol so special is it comes with Perfect Finisher. So swapping from this weapon within 10 seconds of a kill will give you 35% crit chance and 40% crit hit damage. This is perfect for PvP because you can get an agent down very low, whip out this pistol, kill him, switch back to your primary weapon, and you have all of that extra crit. Now, as far as the attributes, it does come with reload speed, but you can change that to whatever it is you want, and then just optimize that pistol damage. But this is a good weapon to have in your arsenal. Next up, we have a Black Market T821 with damage targets out of cover and outsider, followed by AKM with swap speed and optimist, and finally a first wave PF45 with health damage and close and personal. Looking at the gear items, we have a Striker backpack with headshot damage, Striker chest piece with headshot damage, wow, both of them. Ceska backpack with crit hit damage, headshot, and energize. And finally, Fenris chest piece with headshot, explosive resistance, and tamper proof. Looking at the mods, we have headshot damage 7.2, drone health 8.4, turret damage 4.3, and sticky bomb duration of 6.5. Now, must-buys, things to look for from DZ South, the Orbit. Pick it up right meow. And those striker pieces if you want to do like a striker headshot build. That would be pretty dirty. All right, now before we get to DZ East, we have to make a little pit stop here at the castle settlement. Let's see if the music's going to blow out our eardrums. Oh, here's Ransom. Pet the dog, pet the dog. There we go. Hey, get it. All right. Now let's run over here to the castle settlement, see what they're selling. Here we go. Starting with the Night Watcher. This is the named Heligard mask with 100% scanner pulse haste, and it comes with crit chance. That's pretty nice. Following that, we have a Hunting M44 with crit chance and perpetuation, a Black Market M60 with armor damage and perpetuation. And as far as the gear items, we have a Douglas and Harding mask with crit chance and hazard. And finally, ooh, a nice Groupo holster. Pick this holster up right now. Groupo Sombra holster. It gives you crit hit damage from the brand set bonus. This one comes with crit chance, so all you have to do is recalibrate the weapon handling off for crit hit damage. This one's perfect. You'll have it double crit. Just optimize the weapon damage and crit chance. You are good to go. Looking at the mods, we have Skill Haste 10.0, Chem Launcher Skill Haste 5.7, Hive Health 7.9, Pulse Cone Size 6.5, and Trap Duration of 5.9. Now, must-buys, things to look for from the castle settlement. The Groupo holster. Pick the Groupo holster up. It's a good one. Double crit all day. All right. Now, our last Dark Zone is going to be Dark Zone East. Now, just remember, fast travel to the Alpha checkpoint, not the main entrance. That way you don't have to run through the entire courtyard. You can hit this double loading screen, that's fine. But then all you have to do is exit the checkpoint, and there's the vendor. Pretty nice.
Access complete.
And booyah. So instead of fast traveling way over there and running through the courtyard, you're right here. Boom. DZ East.
Always happy to see you.
Another Night Watcher. Yeesh. I don't like this mask, and here's another one with health. Following that, we have a SR1 with crit chance and breadbasket, and a GR9 with magazine size and reformation. Looking at the gear items, we have aces and eights, mask with weapon handling, Cavalier holster with armor regen, Alp Summit mask with skill or status effects and headshot, and finally Fenris holster with skill damage and health. Looking at the mods, we have repair skills 15.6, chem launcher heal 5.8, hive +4 stim charges, pulse effect duration 8.6, and trap duration of 4.2. Now, must-buys, things to look for from DZ East. To be honest, no, nothing.
Thanks for the
And that is it for the Dark Zones. Now, our last stop in Washington, D.C. before going to New York is the theater. The theater! Going to the theater. Let's do it. All right, come on, man. Big money, big money, big money, big money. Yeesh. And starting with the Surge. This is the named rifle with perfect spike. And this week it comes with stability and max crit hit damage. Moving on, we have a double barrel shotgun with stability and close and personal. And a SIG 716 with swap speed and determined. Looking at the gear items, we have electric gloves with crit hit damage, headshot damage. And finally, Douglas and Harding knee pads with weapon handling and explosive resistance. Looking at the mods, we have bleed resistance 8.3, seeker mine damage 4.3, shield active regen 4.2, what is this? Firefly damage 5.8, and decoy health of 5.5. Now, must-buys, things to look for from the theater.
Hi there.
Nah, nothing. Nada. Not a damn thing. Chicken wang. All right. Now we are moving over to New York City. Now we have 2 vendors left. Look at that. We are in a queue. Jeez, there's a lot of people playing, huh? So we are in New York City. There are 2 vendors left. We have Marco at the top of the escalator, and then we have Roy Benitez
Safe area.
at the just outside. All right, here we go. Marco. Come on, give us something good, man.
Make a trade?
Starting with the military G36 with swap speed and spike, following a hunting M44 with damage targets at a cover preservation, military MK17 with crit chance and killer, and finally a X45 tactical with crit hit damage and vindictive. Looking at the gear items, we have a Heligard chest piece with weapon handling and health, and also trauma. Following that, we have Golem Gear knee pads with armor regen weapon handling. Those would be nice. Just recalibrate the weapon handling off for whatever it is you want with the armor regen. Remember that Golem Gear had a buff to its armor regen, so now it's 1.5% for the 2-piece bonus. So remember, put on 2 pieces of Golem Gear, both of them with armor regen, you're good to go. And finally, we have Brazos de Arcaba's holster with explosive resistance and crit chance. Looking at the mods, we have Headshot 7.3, Disrupt Resistance 8.6, Turret Skill Haste 5.9, Firefly Damage 6.1, and Sticky Bomb Skill Haste of 4.2. Now, must-buys, things to look for from Marco. Actually, just the Golem Gear knee pads. Switch the weapon handling off for whatever it is you want, and you will be good to go. All right. That leads us to our last vendor of the video, Roy Benitez. But wait. Make sure you pet the dog, all right? Interact with the dog twice. The first one, you're just petting the dog, but the second one is random. So let's see what random animation we get this week from the old doggo. And by the way, spoilers, if you do the new manhunt, Kelso comes over here and immediately pets the dog. So I'm not the only one. All right, here we go. Oh, he's going to try to pet. Oh, give us a paw. Look at that. Nice. All right, here we go. Roy Benitez.
Hey.
Starting with the Banshee SMG with swap speed and future perfect. Following that, we have a Negev with swap speed and breadbasket, a 612 shotgun with crit hit damage and preservation, and finally a PX4 with accuracy and determined. Looking at the gear items, we have Murakami backpack with explosive resistance, crit hit damage, and clutch. Ceska knee pads. Ooh, nice. Pick these up right now. Nice. And another good Groupo holster. But these Ceska knee pads, pick these up now. Pick up, you can just pick up one of them. What I would do is max out the weapon damage, and then when you want to do it a tank build, just switch the weapon damage to an armor core. Optimize the double crit. You're good to go. These are perfect knee pads. Perfect. For the Groupo holster, you can pick this one up. Recalibrate the skill damage off for crit hit damage. These are double crit Groupo. And then you can just optimize it. Be good to go. Both of those. Perfect. Nice. That's good. Very good. Looking at the mods, we have crit hit damage 10.2, bleed resistance 8.5, drone duration 6.2, hive +4 repair charges, and trap duration of 4.0. But no, it's all about the Ceska knee pads and this Groupo holster. Pick both of these up. Awesome. Pick them up. All right, that is it for our weekly vendor reset and must buys. I have a lot of videos coming your way, so make sure you have your notifications on. I am also going to be streaming on Twitch, so if you haven't already, follow me over there on Twitch at Kamikaze Von Doom. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get out of here because I have more videos to send your way over here on YouTube. And I'm going to go start the manhunt over there on Twitch. But I'm Kamikaze Von Doom. I hope you have a great day. Take care of yourself. If you found this video helpful or informative in any way, shape, or form, hit that thumbs up. Support the channel by subscribing. You know the whole YouTube spiel. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.